Let's talk again about free speech. But let's go deeper this time, not from a political or even a philosophical standpoint. Let's talk about freedom of speech from a spiritual understanding. And let's get into what this has to do with the separation of church and state, the idea of free will, or even God's love. Stay with me. In life, we are constantly faced with a spectrum of choices about everything. For example, shall I doom scroll right now, or draw in my journal, or watch this video with Dave because it will help my beautiful mind? Choices that range from bad for me or the world to good for me or the world, or somewhere in between. But what's good and what's bad? And who judges? I mean, in some circles, a magnificent eternal intelligence that reigns over all of creation judges. This intelligence has also designated some rules by which most of the universe must abide. Making things go in spirals, for example, that's a big one. Or gravity, or how light bounces off of things. Rules that apply to a material reality that we are so privileged to experience. As life on this rare, wish-fulfilling jewel of a planet continued to evolve, we added operating rules. Rules designed to help Earth's creatures thrive and even flourish. Tool making, systems for nourishment and procreating, and for us humans especially, storytelling. The ability to tell stories helped us turn experience into knowledge, knowledge into wisdom, and wisdom into culture. And along the way, we got another boon from the universe, another mechanism that was designed to help us thrive and maybe even flourish. We got free will, a gift specific to us and us alone. I mean, alligators don't have free will. They still operate under older, less sophisticated universal regulations. Trees, they don't have free will. Their programming for their whole life is intact in their seed. Who gave us this free will? Was it an emergent property, or was it a gift from some miraculous divinity? Free will seems to be a universal rule that got added when we humans, or maybe the pre-humans, advanced to a certain stage of sentience. We certainly have it in ways that other life on this planet doesn't. We can choose freely, bad or good. Yes, there will be consequences to our choices, but with free will, we are not constrained by those consequences. We are just informed by them. I can choose to act badly and nothing stops me from being horrendous. I can, through my choices, break the don't be a dick rule because I have free will. This spectacular and magical gift of free will was given to me because my sentience earned it from a magnificent and eternal intelligence reigning over all of creation. Is this a loving God? Well, I'm not so sure. If I'm choosing to be good because I am told by a divine, all-powerful creature that I must be good in order to be redeemed by them at some future time after my death, well, then it's not really my choice to be good. I'm making a choice conditional to a consequence. The consequence constrains my choice. This is not free will. True love, devotion, or faith must be chosen freely, not coerced. If I choose to be good on the basis of fear, well, I'm not really free to choose. This is where the separation of church and state comes in. If the state enforces spiritual doctrine, then it undermines the freedom that gives love and faith its authenticity. The separation gives people an open field to explore possibilities, to be free to choose based on love. That's how we know the choice is real. When we make choices on the basis of fear, we may not always choose well. Same when we make choices on the basis of anger, frustration, or depression. These are real emotions. They are meaningful. We have honed these emotions over time to give us valuable information from the world around us. But it must be said, there is a quality of feeling from these emotions. When we make contractive choices, choices wrought from fear, frustration, anger, and depression, we tend to cause contractive experiences. These experiences have a quality to them, a feeling for that experience. This feeling becomes a kind of internal guidance system, helping us navigate the choices that we make. Contractive choices tend to create contractive experiences, and expansive choices tend to cause expansive experiences. The quality of experience, whether it's contractive or expansive, guides us to choose the good or the bad depending on the basis we use to choose. The most expansive emotion is love. Choosing on the basis of love offers the most expansive possibilities. This is where free will comes in. When I use my internal guidance system to make choices wrought from my love, my mind, my world, my spirit expands. The quality I experience when making choices from love is expansive. This is the pursuit of happiness. I use my guidance system to steer towards expansion, to steer towards love. I do not choose for fear of the consequences. I choose only on the basis of love, not because of some future after I'm dead, but because I am free to feel love right now, in this precious and magnificent moment, ephemeral and invaluable in all of the cosmos. I can choose love in this moment only because I have the free will to do so. Not for a God, not for a future beyond my ken, but for the choice of love right now. That is the power of free will. It gives you unfettered access to choose love unconstrained by anything. And that is big. And I'll tell you, a magnificent and eternal intelligence at the center of all things that has gifted me with unconditional access to the most glorious and powerful thing in all the heavens, love, well, that's the kind of God that I can believe in.